Hi everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Star Wars 2 Knights of the Old Republic. So when we last left our adventurous robots, we learnt that the Jedis were on the brink of extinction. The last Jedi that we know of is injured on this ship, and we just bodged the ship so we can get back to the nearest planet.
This is the engine room. This is the main hold. This is the cockpit.
Is this skip prologue now? Galaxy map, is this what we want to do?
You can now plot a course to the Paragus mining station. To dock with Paragus, left-click on the Paragus planet to select it, and then left-click on the travel button. The sensors show the door to the storage compartment is being sliced. There is someone, or something, else alive on the Ebon Hawk.
Well, I'm going to kill it. Whoever it is, I'm going to kill it. Was that part of the lost content mod? I don't know. I'm not going to kill him though. If I can recruit him, I'm not going to kill him. Okay, I don't know who said awaken. Was that the computer? Was it a disembodied voice? I don't know. Well, at least we're not in the morgue. Okay, let's go find a plasma torch then. Okay, I'm definitely not in the ship anymore. I'm looting the Michael Bay containers. And if you think that's a stupid thing to say, then this LP can only get better. Oh, there's more people in there. Let's go there then. We've already learnt about this in the prologue. I hope we don't have to basically do the tutorial twice. Oh, that's good.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead.
Ah, so it must have been her that spoke to us, was it? Thought you were dead seems like an obvious answer because she was in the mortuary. Who are you?
I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened?
I'm going to go for option 1.
Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to show my options with the mouse, I think, rather than say this is option 1. Yeah, how do you know I'm a Jedi?
Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down.
I don't know if I missed some backstory, or if I don't know. We're definitely not the same character as in Knights of the Old Republic 1, though. I don't think so. Oh yeah, we won't be, we'll be straight.
So it would seem. Keep your past and let us focus on the now.
I reckon we got here. This must be on the Pegasus. Someone must have brought us off the ship. Maybe that robot. What is this place?
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings may provide the answers we seek. The ship we arrived in, the Ebon Hawk, must still be in this place. We should recover it and leave.
Yeah, why do we need to leave?
We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed.
Ah, I didn't know the awareness skill opened up conversation options. That was a good skill to choose then.
Even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. A last word of caution. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived.
So that robot might have been a baddie then, I'm guessing. Let's see if we can find our own robot. Let's go find some
I wish to
weapons.
extend your search to some clothes.
Clothes, a tool of oppression.
I'm not offering to help you. I'm not...
Okay, I'll come back then.
I leave you to the explorations of this.
And apparently I did something a goodie would have done. I'm going to turn the volume of the voices up a bit as well. That must be this one, I hope. The reason I turned all these down from stock is I was getting a lot of popping. So I turned it down and then I'll normalise it after recording. So let's see if that's better. It might not be. Oh, so that costs no spikes. Is that... Am I good at computers then? No, 0 in computers.
Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the KOTOR tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggested it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Paragus asteroid field without the asteroid drift charts. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to...
Oh, what did I just watch? 12. So that's the oldest one.
Could be a Jedi, but we won't know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, that would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially KOTOR, are already another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed. Got most of the injured to the KOTOR tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specifics.
Okay. Clearly these video logs were edited by me a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away.
Miners about the Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them and moved them down to maintenance, but we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Telos shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown.
Warning. There has been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay! Everyone evacuate!
Okay, so when we get a computer spike, we'll come back here. Hope we can get our droids, because they were useful. Can I create a spike? Oh, I don't need this description, really. All I wanted was some spikes. Oh, what can we break down into spikes? Oh, so this gives us chemicals. Right, okay. We'll ignore that for now. Maybe there's a spike in here. I don't know if they're randomly generated or if this is all put here deliberately. Okay, so all we can create is a med pack. That was a bit underwhelming.
Emergency lockdown overridden.
I chose my weapon proficiencies as lightsaber, not vibro cutters, which I think count as a different, weapon proficiency melee weapons. We don't have that, but it's significantly better than the vibro torch, so we'll go with it. We really need some spells though, because that's what our character's for, isn't it? Well, I'll have to just go for attack. I probably am better with a mining laser because that works off dexterity. Yeah, +3 instead of +1. Although we're in melee combat, so this is probably a very bad idea. Well, we're in melee range, not in melee combat, I guess. So I seem to have enough health to kill these guys without worrying about what's going on. There's another door here. Is this a cupboard?
This is the exit, but it is sealed. Strange. In my visions, it was open.
Well, we know the robots are going mad, so either there's another person here doing this, or he must have been dead for a while because he's got a skull.
Is this thing on? Alright, all hands, especially you, KOTOR. Listen up, because I'm not gonna say this again. The next one of you Juma heads to try and smuggle a blaster, or so help me, any sort of military-grade frag weapons into my facility is gonna take a long walk out the airlock. Why? Because in case you forgot, Paragian fuel explodes at high temperatures. That's what blasted that chunk out of Paragus 2 and created this asteroid field. So if I catch any of you with anything other than sonic charges or mining lasers, I'll burn you and your contract. Security out.
Okay, he's a cross man.
And according to one of the miners, it was because one of the sonic charges went off prematurely. And like before, it was one set by a mining droid. The three idiots were grouped so close to the charge it might as well have been a grenade going off. The blast turned their bones to dust. The blast wrecked the internal components of the droid that set the charge, though, so we can't even dissect it to see what happened. I don't like what's going on here. Ever since that Jedi showed up, things are getting worse. It's not just KOTOR and his miners, or the fights, but now the droids are acting crazy. If we don't find what's causing this, or who, this facility's gonna be space dust by the time the next Telos freighter arrives. So, you're in maintenance. Then maybe you can tell me what's going on with these droids.
Sir, I don't know. It's like their behavior cores are undergoing binary decay, but I can't find the source. This shouldn't be happening.
Well, that's reassuring. It isn't happening. So the next time we nearly have a breach in the ventilation tunnels, I could just close my eyes and pretend it's my imagination. You better give me some answers. I want to know the damage these droids can do if they start mining us instead of asteroid rock.
Sir, these droids aren't combat models. Their mining lasers are weaker and less accurate than blasters. I doubt those droids could even hit one of us.
Are you blind? What about the miners in Medbay? It's sabotage, and it started right after the commander said we weren't going to sell the Jedi to the exchange. So I want you to find out how these droids are being sabotaged. That'll tell me who's trying to clear a path to get that Jedi off the facility and stop him. In the meantime, make sure the security's armed with all the ion and sonic charges you can find. If those droids start coming after me, I'm gonna need more than low-grade mining lasers to take them down. Clear?
Yes, sir. Maintenance control out.
Idiot. I installed an override switch to shut down any droids on this level, just in case someone locks me out of the administration console. As added insurance, I tied the override switch into the circuit to the holding cell door. It'll make sure it can only be opened if all droids in the level are shut down. I doubt KOTOR or any of his men have the skill to pull off something like this, but I'm not taking any chances while we're sitting in the middle of this asteroid minefield. Whoever's responsible won't be able to have the droids rescue him after I lock him up. Nothing will cut through that door. He'll be trapped. I secured the stealth field generator inside one of the footlockers in the security storage room. If I have the specs right, the interface field should be effective against the droid's sensors. All I need to do is equip the belt, and some skill with stealth in order to use it. As long as I don't get too close to the droids, they shouldn't detect me. If any more droids start malfunctioning, the belt should buy me enough time to get to the override switch I set up in the communications blister console. I'd rather shut them down than destroy them. I want to find out how these droids are being sabotaged, maybe even turn them against whoever's sabotaging them.
Okay, so we need to find a stealth belt and get to those things he was describing then. Those terminals, I guess. I hope I get security soon. I have a terrible feeling I'm going to regret choosing this character class.
Be careful. There is much energy in the room beyond. yet it stems from nothing that lives. Can you not sense them? Reach out, cast aside your sight, cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions. Ah, you can feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards.
I wonder if there's a quick save button. Well, if there is, I don't know what it is. Whoops. So I'm guessing this is a good place to leave the video then. Thanks for watching.